Hey, you guys, let's get into your reading. Divine, what is it you want Pisces to know at this time? Okay, so first coming out is the Emperor. Okay, very strong start. Divine, what else is here concerning the Emperor? Okay, so we have the Prince of Disc or Prince of Pentacles, as well as the Prince of Wands here. Okay, and Divine, tell me what these three individuals are. Okay, yeah. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune that is coming in here. So what I do feel like this feels like it's relative to a work situation. I feel like somebody is wanting to take another chance on you. I'm hearing something about another chance, and if not another chance, somebody wants to take a chance on you. I feel like this is something that you possibly tried to do before. Maybe in some scenario you try to. What I'm hearing is advocate for yourself. I don't feel like this is a negative situation. I just feel like you tried to advocate for yourself. I feel like somebody has been going on a lot of interviews, is what I'm feeling. Like you've been going on a lot of job interviews. And granted, you are an individual that can really speak up for yourself. I feel like your, shall we say, your resume, speaks up for itself. Your experience also speaks for itself. I just feel like we're in that time period in life where people are looking for something unique. I feel like in this case, somebody went with another option and they should have gone with you, is what the vibe is, what is given. Like, I feel like somebody is wishing that they would have went with you from the start. Divine, can you tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune? Okay. So we have the Five of Cups. Yes, somebody is regretting a decision that they've made. I do feel like this is possibly an organization or, individuals that will be getting back to you. Like you probably went on an interview. You probably thought it went very well. You probably got feedback that it went well and that you will hear from them in a couple of days, as much as long as a week is what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like you in some sense probably got ghosted, but it was all for your benefit. We do have the Death here at the bottom of the deck as well. So I do feel like there are individuals who went with another decision. They went with another candidate, and I feel like they made the wrong choice. Yeah, somebody in this situation chose wrong, and I feel like with the Death here, they're regretting the decision that they made. Divine, can you tell me more about this Five of Cups energy? Yeah. So we do have the Magician here. Yeah, somebody is they're manifesting you in a way. Manifesting you could be as simply as calling you back, sending you emails. Maybe this is something you're missing, or maybe you fallen into way with another opportunity. Divine, can you tell me lastly about the Magician? Then I'm gonna get into your energy here. The Magician. Okay, so we do have the Two of Swords. Yes, so somebody is trying to make a decision, concerning you. I feel like there is possibly, I'm hearing desperation, in a sense. Like you checked all of the boxes out, and you would have been next in line. But I do feel like in some way, the reason why somebody is regretting the decision that they've made is because maybe you wanted a certain amount of money, or maybe they thought that you would cost too much. It just feels like it was just wrong. I feel like there was also some confusion, surrounding the decision to possibly not choose you. Divine, can you tell me more about this Two of Swords? What was the confusion? Yeah. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. So it was given a sense that somebody in some way was having a power trip. Like I feel like somebody thought that maybe they were going with a candidate that would be more viable, and I feel like something happened with that candidate that didn't work out, or this is possibly a candidate who maybe found a better opportunity, and made a decision to not move forward with the process. Divine, where is Pisces at this time concerning this situation? Okay. So we do have the Ten of Pentacles that is coming out here. So what this is giving me is a situation could be turning around in your favor. The Ten of Pentacles is giving me an overall energy that now you have the upper hand because now they're coming to you. So you have the potential to be able to negotiate whatever it is you want. And that was literally the design of it. So something didn't work out for you temporarily. I feel like this was also a situation in some way, although now it's working out in your favor. I do feel like this was a situation that gave you a little anxiety. And I'm not saying that you were overly worried, but you were wondering why they didn't go with you or why they made a different decision or choice concerning you. I do feel like this was divine intervention. And I say divine intervention in the sense now that they're coming back to you, you can make an offer that best suits you and not best suits them. Divine, tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles energy concerning Pisces. Yes. So we have the Five of Swords that is here. So right now, the Five of Swords is giving me a situation of negotiation. Like you can come to terms with whatever you want because with whatever didn't work out for them, it's now working out for you. Five of Swords is just giving me an energy of desperation because I do feel like in some sense people are trying to fill positions, but they're trying to get the most out of these positions. And with everything that's going on within the economy, with things being, shall we say, downsized, or them possibly saving on budgets, there's a little more room to compensate people for doing multiple tasks. Divine, tell me more about the Five of Swords here and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so we do have the Three of Swords. Like, I feel like in some way, it's possible that you may end up disappointing these individuals because maybe you are one of the type of people where you didn't choose me the first time. Now something else is working out for you. But I do feel like this energy of desperation is maybe you want them to sweat a little bit. Maybe they feel like you will go with a different decision after you say, give me a moment to consider or think about something here. Divine Three of Swords. Yeah, so we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is giving me an energy of contemplation, in a sense. Like I feel like you at this present moment are going to play poker face is what is this is just what I'm getting. Like you're going to play poker face in a sense. Like you're going to make them sweat because you have something else up your sleeve. I don't feel like this is anything that you're trying to get over with somebody, but I do feel like in some sense people are going to think that you're very clever because this is a moment for you to make clear, concise decisions on top of possibly what salary that you want, what type of terms that you would like to go by, and if this is going to be something that is strenuous to you, what exactly is the compensation package. So it's giving me an energy of something that was designed and set up for you to come out on top of. Divine, last few messages for this Seven of Swords. So we have the Judgment. Yes, I feel like you are coming to a very silent decision. I feel like you are considering every possible variable that could work out for you. Yeah, we have the Prince of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so you're thinking about this very methodically. Like this is something that you are really truly considering because in this time we need to make sure that we're making the best decisions concerning ourselves, even if it's just financially. Because at this moment, that's definitely what this is giving me. It's giving me financial decisions that one need to make that suits things best for you. Divine, last few messages for the Judgment. And we have the Chariot. Yes. So I do feel like after much contemplation, after you taking a moment to possibly assess the situation, see how you feel about it, because I do feel like you could in some way feel a little slighted that they didn't choose you first. But the fact that they're coming back to correct what they feel is a mistake or an error, they're just going to have to pay for it. I do feel that you are making, once again, the best judgment call that suits your particular situation. But with the Chariot coming in, this is definitely positive moving forward, and it's definitely something that is, in a sense and in a way unstoppable. Like, this is momentum picking up, and I don't feel like you are going to be combated, on this. I feel like they possibly will be willing to do whatever it takes in order to get you in. Okay. When it comes down to things of a financial nature, when it's about your stability and how you make your money, career moves and all of those things, the economy in a way is pretty rough, and I can understand and relate to that. I feel like sometimes we need clarity to help us understand where we are. If we are in stagnant positions, how do we come out of those stagnant positions, or are we just supposed to hold tight and wait? If you need clarity, check out our sponsor, Psychic Source. Click the link down below in the description box. Use my unique code JMarian, and you can get up to 40 minutes of clarity and insight for only $19.80. Plenty of time for you to understand and assess the situation. Consider your questions that you would ask the advisor that you could select. If you're not satisfied with that insight, you can get your money back. So money back guarantee, no muss, no fuss. So all things are in your favor. And now, on to your reading. Divine, what closing insight do you have for Pisces? Okay. First coming out is the Empress, which is very, very, very interesting. We started out with the Emperor in the last reading, and now we have the Empress. So what I'm hearing is you are using what you have in order to get what you want, and not in a kind of way, but more so in a sense of your experiences, your resources. Like, you are the money maker, you are the money magnet, and you're using that to your advantage. Divine, tell me more about the Empress. Some of you have impressive resumes is what I'm hearing. Six of Pentacles. Yes, this is definitely a receptive type of energy, an energy where if you've put in the work, you are about to rest easy. It's almost like the Pinnacle energy. Like, you plant the seed and you do what you need to do in order for it to grow. Like, this is energy, something that is long standing. But with the Six of Pentacles incoming, just as much as you give, you are receiving at the same time. Divine, can you tell me about the Six of Pentacles? Yes, so we have the King of Wands here. And tell me about the King of Wands concerning the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, Six of Wands. Yeah. So whatever, it's almost like everything is tying in. Like, everything is going to start to come in exactly how you need it to come in. And it's not just doing that because of who you are, but it's also about the initiative that you take in order to get to where you are. Like, your resume is impressive. Divine, tell me more about the Six of Wands here. So we have the Justice as well as the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So what I feel like is, once again, this is something that was protected. 66 could be significant for you, as well as 67. So it's seeming like all things are in order, especially with the Justice coming in. Like, a situation, once again, that wasn't made fair, or that you felt wasn't right. I feel like something is getting ready to be overturned. Like, a situation that started out that didn't work out for you is now getting ready to work out for you. This could be multiple scenarios. It doesn't have to just be concerning work. Divine, tell me about the Six of Wands here. Yeah, Six of Swords. So it's definitely giving me that vibe that with whatever you are being recognized for, this is something that you were working for. You could have been guided to not give up on a situation, even though it looked like the decision that was made was adverse to. Like, you could have gotten a no. Somebody could have told you, no, we're going to go with a different candidate. We're going to go with a different person. You didn't give up. It was almost like the divine was unctioning you to stay where you are. Don't do anything else. this thing is going to turn back around and work out in your favor. I feel like you trusted that intuition that you have, and you did exactly what you were called to do. You waited, you were patient, and unexpectedly you probably got a phone call, an email, and they want to have a conversation with you. So sixes are very significant. We have Six of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, all good, great, and fantastic energies. Seven of Wands, definitely a protected, guided type of energy. This is something that was secure. So it's almost like your place within an organization or with whatever you were doing was already secured. You just have to wait. Divine, tell me more about this energy of being still. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, definitely an energy of being still. Queen of Pentacles just reminds me of peaceful abundance, not having to work hard for what you have. Empress is that same type of energy because you've already secured your place. Like you already know your capabilities. You already know what you're able to do. So it's something about whatever you're getting ready to do, you're not going to have to do a whole lot of work in order to be successful. Divine, tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the World as well as the Three of Swords. And Divine, tell me why the Three of Swords concerning the World. Yeah. So we have the Devil. Yeah, okay. So it's almost also like, let's just say that you went through a round of interviews because this just feels like work. Let's just say you went through a round of interviews. I feel like it was one individual in specific with the Devil who maybe tried to cancel out you. It's almost like you got outvoted, in a sense, and that's the reason why they didn't go with you the first time. And it feels like it was malicious. So let's just say somebody had malicious intent behind something you were supposed to get. Let's just say the Divine said that this position was for you. You felt it, you knew it, you went after it. And I feel like there was maybe some form of doubt concerning, maybe even if it was only for a minute, concerning whether you were supposed to do this or not, because I'm feeling this energy of, well, if I wasn't going to get the job, why did you make me do it? I feel like that was a setup. Like with this Devil type of energy, there was one particular individual who didn't want to go, and it's almost like if all of these individuals didn't agree, they weren't going to go forward with it. Divine, tell me about the Devil. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. This gives me an energy of somebody who uncertain, not sure, whether they should go with you or not. And Divine, Two of Pentacles. Because somebody fumbled. Because that's what it's giving me. It's giving me somebody fumbled. And then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah. So it's with the Six of Cups energy, this is just giving me somebody is reviewing somebody. Somebody is reassessing a situation. And I feel like what's being reassessed is a choice that somebody made to go with somebody else. It seems like it was the wrong choice. It seems like they should have chose differently, and the option that they should have gone with first was you, but somebody tried to sabotage. And I do feel like that with the justice incoming, that's just a situation that is being turned around. Divine, can you tell me more about the justice since I'm talking about it? Tell me about the justice. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so all around it's just sidebar. Very balanced individual. We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles here now, we have the Empress, and then prior to the Empress in the previous reading, we had the Emperor. So something about you is very balanced. Something about you is very favorable as well. With the King of Pentacles incoming, that you know how to run and handle things. And I feel like this is the thing that people miss. Queen of Pentacles, like maybe people saw you as maybe a passive leader, but they didn't recognize that you possess more things than one. Because I feel like what's being reviewed is possibly your resume and the experience that you have in comparison to the person that they chose. Like, people are really recanting and taking back decisions that they've made because a lot of things are beginning to be exposed, and if something isn't right karmically, it's being balanced immediately. Divine, last few messages. We have the King of Cups that is incoming, yeah. So this definitely feels like, with the King of Cups coming in, a peaceful end, because I do feel like somebody is going to come to you correctly. I don't feel like it was incorrect the last time. I just feel like maybe two or three individuals were swayed by one other person, and just so there wouldn't be any ruckus, or things wouldn't go awry within this group or organization, they went along with it. But I do feel like with whatever wasn't right is getting corrected. And I feel like this is something that one of those leaders or one of the individuals who possibly will reach out to you, they will admit that to you. And I feel like that's also going to be another thing that sells you on whether you should go with it or not. Divine, last few messages concerning the King of Cups. Yeah. So we have the Two of Cups. And what the Two of Cups is giving me at this moment is an agreement. Like two people coming together, or the organization and you coming together in order to make a whole, in order to make something right. I do feel like in due season and in due time, you are going to hear back from an organization that made a wrong decision, possibly, because that's what is more so filling out. So this message is very specific. So in this message, somebody is going to make something right. Okay. All right, you guys, that was your reading. Hopefully this message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box, and that includes our sponsor, Psychic Source, because hey, everybody needs clarity every now and again, and what are we waiting for? This is now the perfect time. Those details down below in the description box as well. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day, and I'll see you in the network. Bye, guys.